Hello, and welcome to the Let's Talk About It Dad Sports Podcast, episode 14. I'm Patrick, and I'm here with my co host,
Cillian.
and we are ready to talk about sports. Last weekend was a big weekend. It was Thanksgiving weekend.
Yep.
How was Thanksgiving, Cillian?
It was great.
Yeah?
I have to work on Saturday and Sunday.
This week? To
Yep.
make up for taking Thursday and Friday off last week for Thanksgiving?
Yes, but I have to work on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
That's what I have to work.
Yeah, what are you going to be working on?
I have to teach my class.
Oh, okay.
And I have to go to 4 different offices.
4 different offices. Wow.
Oakland, Michigan State, Kansas City, and then Penn State.
Okay, those are your 4 offices.
Yeah, because I work for 4 teams.
You work for 4 teams and you teach a class.
Yeah, I teach 4 classes.
Wow, that's a lot.
Oakland's class, Michigan State's class, Penn State's class, and
Kansas
City's class.
Okay, well, it's got to be getting close to finals week this week. Are they getting ready for their final exam?
I gotta help my quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, not jaggle tomorrow when they play the Minnesota Vikings tomorrow.
Okay.
So they don't fail.
Yeah, they can't fail, right?
Yeah, the quarterback can't fail.
Not at all.
Who's their backup quarterback?
For the Kansas City Chiefs?
Yep.
Man, you're putting me on the spot. I don't know. I don't know who the backup quarterback is.
I think it's Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams? Well, no, that's the wide receiver for the Lions. Let me see if I can pull it up and see who the Kansas City's backup quarterback is.
Yes.
I'm sure. Oh, it's Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, or Minshew. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it looks like Minshew to me.
Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, he is the backup quarterback for Patrick Mahomes, and I'm thinking that Chiefs fans probably don't want to worry about who their backup quarterback is, right?
Yeah, I'm worrying about that.
You are? Okay.
Yeah, because I love them.
Okay. So, what was your favorite part of Thanksgiving?
The Chex Mix.
The Chex Mix, yeah?
And watching the Lions game. They lost again to the Packers.
Oh, twice in one season to the Packers. That's such a bummer. I think that's the first time that the Lions have lost both games to the Packers in a season since 2020.
Yeah, they're 2-6.
Well, no, the Lions are 7-5.
They're 7-5.
Yeah.
They got 5 losses and 7 wins.
5 losses and 7 wins. 2 of those losses were to the Packers, right? Mm-hmm. We'll talk about the NFL here in a little bit. What else was your favorite part of Thanksgiving?
Having a lot of friends over. It was a blast having my cousins over.
Yeah, well, we went to your cousins, right?
We did?
Well, yeah. Remember you went to Aunt Karen and Uncle Andrew's to go hang out with your cousins.
Yeah.
And you hung out with your cousins at Mama and Papa's for Thanksgiving too, right?
It was very frustrating that the Lions lost to the Packers twice in a row.
Yeah. It was probably also doubly frustrating that the Kansas City Chiefs lost too, huh?
Yeah.
To the Cowboys.
2 losses on my season.
Ugh, such a bummer.
Yeah, but before they even played the Cowboys, they beat the Browns. They tied the Browns 17-17.
Yeah. Okay.
And then they beat the Buccaneers 53-0.
Whoa! In your games?
Yep.
Very cool. Well, anything else that you want to talk about from your Thanksgiving week? Or are you ready to jump into the sports?
Yeah.
All right, let's jump into the sports. I've got my peppermint tea here that you made me today. It's very delicious. And so we're going to jump into the sports. So we're going to start with college football. Last week you had 3 picks and you went 3-0. Way to go, which takes your total up to 34-25, which is a really solid record in picks. So you went 3-0. Your first pick was Ferris State Bulldogs over the Ashland Eagles. And that was a snowy game. We got to watch a little bit of it over the weekend, didn't we? And it was at Ferris State in Big Rapids. And Ferris State ended up winning 56-24 over the Ashland Eagles, which takes them to the 3rd round of the playoffs of the Division II college football playoffs. Pretty awesome, right?
Yeah, they're doing good.
Yep. Your second pick,
better than Michigan State.
Definitely better than Michigan State. Ferris State is currently 13-0, and they will host the Minnesota State Mavericks, who are 9-3, who had just beat Indy 35-27 in their second round. So they will play this Saturday at 1:00 in Big Rapids. Who do you got between the Ferris State Bulldogs and the Minnesota State Mavericks?
Ferris State.
Ferris State. They're going to go back to back to back, aren't they?
Yeah.
Awesome.
But I don't want Michigan State to lose.
Well,
again.
What did we see them do this weekend?
Beat the Maryland Terrapins.
They did. They finally got their first Big Ten win of the season. Their first win of the season since beating.
They're 4-8.
The Youngstown State Penguins. They are 4-8 on the season. They ended up winning 38-28 over the Maryland Terrapins at Ford Field. I think they need to play more of their home games at Ford Field, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Their quarterback, Alessio Milojevic, that's a tough last name to say. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
Wow.
Which was awesome. So the Michigan State Spartans finally got their Big Ten win. Unfortunately, that's the last game of the season for them. And they're going to end the season 4-8, just like the Maryland Terrapins. But it was good that they finally got that win, don't you think?
Yeah, why are they ending the season?
Well, because that's the end of the regular season for them, and they're not in the conference championship game, which we'll talk about here in a second. And they're not going to make a bowl game because they had too many losses. So we're going to have to wait till next season to watch them play. Okay?
Yeah.
They also, on Sunday, fired their head coach, Jonathan Smith.
Why?
Because they went 4-8 this year, and they also had 2 pretty bad seasons before that. So unfortunately, they got rid of their coach, but they've already hired a new one. His name is Pat Fitzgerald.
Pat Fitzgerald?
Yeah, and he hasn't been coaching, I don't think, this last year, but he's coming over to us from his last school was the Northwestern Wildcats. So he knows how to play in the Big Ten, and hopefully he brings some enthusiasm and some winning seasons for the Michigan State Spartans. Do you think he's going to turn us around?
Yeah, I think he'll turn us around. I want them to be 8-8.
How about 8-4 next year?
No, I want them to be 8-8 because they have 8 losses and maybe they have 8 wins and 8 losses.
Well, remember, when we get to next season, they'll start at 0-0. It'll be a fresh new season. And so they'll play 12 games again. And so it would be even better if they're like 8-4, right?
Maybe if they are 15 maybe it would be better if they're 15-0.
That would be even better if they went
0 wins.
That would be awesome. That would be so cool. Here's to hoping. Maybe here's to next year, right? You never know. Yeah. All right. So your last pick that you got right is you picked the number 1 Ohio State Buckeyes over the number 15 U of M Wolverines. And Ohio State won big 27-9.
No, I picked the Wolverines.
Oh, you picked the Wolverines? I thought you picked Ohio State.
Well, I don't like them because they have gray.
Oh, so you did pick the Wolverines.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess
our hometown team.
Oh, because they're our hometown team. Okay, well maybe I was just wishful thinking that you were going to pick Ohio State there. But If you picked Michigan, then that means you were 2-1 on the weekend, and you got that one wrong. As Ohio State beat Michigan 27-9 at the Big House. So, are you ready to make some picks for college football?
Yep.
You already picked Ferris State in their game this weekend. As we mentioned, they're playing the Minnesota State Mavericks. This is conference championship week, Cillian. And so what I thought we would do is there are 9 conference championship games that are on Friday and Saturday. And I thought maybe we'd go through them and you can make picks for them. Sound good? All right, first up, we have the 8-4 Troy Trojans against the number 25 James Madison University Dukes, who are sitting at 11-1 in the Sun Belt Championship game.
They got 11 wins. They got 1 loss and 11 wins.
That's right. That's James Madison Dukes, and Troy has 8 wins and 4 losses. Who do you got in that game?
I don't like these teams.
You don't like either of them? No. Well, what if you had to choose one? Who would you pick?
I don't know.
Well, just give it a guess. Which nickname do you like better, the Dukes or the Trojans?
The Dukes, I don't like their nickname.
You don't like the Dukes nickname? Do you like the Trojans? Do you like their logo?
I will like their logo, but I don't like them.
I know, but you don't have to like them to pick them. Who do you think's going to win the game? That's all you're looking to do.
Don't know.
Just go eeny, meeny, miny, moe at least. Who do you think?
I don't know.
Okay, well then I'm going to go with the James Madison Dukes. How about that?
Okay.
All right, sounds good. Okay, next up, we've got 2 teams that we don't really talk about or see very often. And again, what I am hoping that you'll do is just make a pick if you'd like to. Is we've got the Kennesaw State. Let's see, they are the Owls against the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. Jacksonville State is 8-4. Kennesaw is 9-3, and they are playing in. I think they're in the Conference USA championship game. So who do you like in that one?
Well, the teams that I don't like, I'm just going to let you pick.
You're going to let me pick, so I should pick this one too?
Yep.
All right, you don't want to make a pick between Jacksonville State or Kennesaw State?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to pick Kennesaw State. I like the Owls. I like that nickname. So let's go with the Owls. All right, so the next game we've got the American Championship, and this is the Battle of the Greens. Battle of the Greens. Okay, so we've got the number 24 University of North Texas Mean Green, who are sitting at 11-1, and the number 20 Tulane Green Waves, who are 10-2. They face off in the American Championship. Who do you like in this game?
I like Michigan State better than these 2 teams.
Well, I understand you like Michigan State better than these 2 teams, but again, Michigan State's season is done, so you just have to pick one. Pick which one that you like, that you think you like the best. This is Tulane. They're the Green Wave, and this is North Texas. They're the Mean Green.
This is tough.
It is tough, but go ahead, just make a pick.
Well, these teams, they're good than Michigan State.
Right. So just go ahead and pick one.
I don't know who I want.
Okay, do you want left or right?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, well then I'm going to pick the North Texas Mean Green.
Well, I thought you were going to pick the Waves.
Well, do you want to pick the Waves?
Well, I thought you were going to pick the Waves.
No, I picked the Mean Green. I like that nickname better. Do you want to pick the Green Wave? We can go against each other?
Yep.
All right. So you've got the Tulane Green Wave. Okay.
I'm going to let them score 23 points.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, next up.
And you're going to score 15.
Okay, we're heading west to the Mountain West Championship. We've got the UNLV Rebels, who are 10-2, against the 8-4 Boise State Broncos. Boise State's football field is blue. Did you know that?
Blue.
Yeah, they painted the field blue.
Is like the green grass blue?
Yeah, it's not even green. It's blue. Isn't that crazy? I think it's artificial, but
maybe it's green orange.
Okay.
Maybe it's blue and orange.
Blue and orange. Yeah, I think it is. Who do you like in this game? UNLV Rebels? You know who likes the UNLV Rebels?
No.
Uncle Lonnie. Just like he likes the Cowboys. So who do you like in this one? UNLV or Boise State?
Boise State.
You're going to go with Boise State? All right. There we go. I think we're warming up.
Who do you want?
I'll go with Boise State too.
Yeah.
Sound good? Yeah.
The Broncos.
I like the Broncos. All right. So on Saturday, we've got more games. This is
one I want to read.
All right. Here we go. We've got the number 4 Texas Tech Red Raiders, who are 11-1, against the number 11 BYU Cougars, who are also 11-1 in the Big 12 Championship. Who do you got in this one?
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech, Red Raiders.
Because they have red.
Because they got red. This is going to be a pretty big game, I think, in determining where they end up in the playoff spot. So they definitely want to get a win here. Okay?
Yeah. Next year, I want Michigan State to be at the top of the playoff picture.
Same here. That would be so awesome.
Yeah. If they were 11 and if they were 15-0, that will put them at the top of the playoff picture.
Would it?
And that will be the second playoff game of the second season of Michigan State.
Yeah. Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it would.
Okay, so next up, we've got the MAC Championship, which has got a team that you are familiar with.
Who is it?
It's not loading for some reason, so we're going to look at it in this way. So the MAC Championship, we've got the Western Michigan Broncos. So after losing to Michigan State, they still ended up in the season 8-4, and they play the Miami of Ohio Red Hawks, who are 7-5. Who do you like in that game? Western Michigan or Miami of Ohio?
Western Michigan.
Going for Western Michigan. All right. I like it. Good pick.
Yeah.
Go Broncos.
I want them to win the same as I picked the Waves.
Yep. Sounds good.
I want it to be 23-15.
23-15. Ooh, I think that's a good, pretty good score.
Who
frame.
do you want that one?
I want the Broncos as well. I like Western Michigan when it comes to football. All right, here's another big one.
I'm excited.
This is Saturday at 4:00, the SEC Championship game. We've got the number 3 Georgia Bulldogs, who are 11-1, playing against the number 9 Alabama Crimson Tide,
who are 2-10.
10-2. Mm-hmm.
They got 10 wins and 2 losses.
That's right. Who do you like in this one? The Bulldogs or the Tide?
Tide, but I want it because I want it to be a tie because I like Georgia and Bama because they both have red. So
right, but we don't want necessarily a tie. Like I don't think either team wants a tie in the conference championship game because they want to win it. So do you want the Crimson Tide to win and maybe a really close game? Maybe it's like a 1-score game.
Yeah, maybe it's
or
like
1-point game.
15-14.
15-14. Yeah.
No, maybe it's 17-14.
17-14. Ooh, I like that better. Maybe Alabama kicks a game-winning field goal to end the game 17-14. Okay, I like it. I'm going to write that down for you. Okay.
Yeah, I love it.
So you've got the Alabama Crimson Tide over the Georgia Bulldogs. All right, we've got 2 more conference championship games. Okay. Next up, we've got the Big Ten Championship. Coming off their win over Michigan, the number 1 Ohio State Buckeyes are playing against the number 2 Indiana Hoosiers. Both teams are 12-0. Their quarterbacks are Julian Sayin and Fernando Mendoza are both slated to be potential Heisman Trophy winners. Who do you got in this one? Indiana against Ohio State?
I'm gonna go for Mendoza and Indiana.
Mendoza and the Hoosiers. I love that pick, Cillian.
Yeah,
Very
because
good.
I like their quarterback name.
You like the quarterback name?
And I love Mendoza's brother too.
Yes, he's got a brother who's the backup quarterback. That's right.
Yep, I like both quarterbacks.
You like both of them? Okay,
Yep.
cool. All right, our
That's
last
why I picked them.
conference championship game, and for some reason it's not loading either, so I'm just going to show it to you this way. We've got the ACC championship. We've got the 7-5 Duke Blue Devils against the number 17 Virginia Cavaliers, who are 10-2 on Saturday night. Who do you got in this one? Virginia or Duke?
Virginia.
Virginia Cavaliers. Okay, is it because of the orange? Yeah.
I like blue.
Awesome. So, I think this is a nice sneak preview for our listeners.
Okay, let's flip toward Kansas City.
All right, we're going to head to the NFL, but I did want to make mention that bowl season is coming up after the conference championship season. And so what we're going to do is we're going to host a bowl pick pool. And so next week's episode, in the show notes and in the Facebook post that I typically post, I'm going to put a link in to a bowl pick pool for our listeners to join us. And you and I were going to pick bowl picks, and our listeners can pick against us to see who has the best picking record in college football bowl picks. How does that sound?
I'm going to want Michigan State in the new year.
In the new year, yep, definitely. And then maybe what we'll do is we'll send a prize to the top 3 pickers.
What is it?
I don't know. We'll have to come up with it maybe off podcast. Okay.
I think you got some pink in your eye.
I got some pink in my eye. Uh-oh, that's not good. Well, I better stay away from you if I got some pink in my eye. Maybe this peppermint tea will help me.
Tooted right in your eye.
No, that would not be okay. So, all right, ready to go to the NFL?
Yeah!
All right. So, Cillian, as we kind of mentioned, last weekend, Thanksgiving Day, was a tough day for your picks and for our hometown teams. Unfortunately, the Lions lost to the Packers.
What was it?
31-24. There were no touchdowns for Jahmyr Gibbs. David Montgomery got a touchdown.
Goff got a touchdown.
Goff threw a couple touchdown passes. Jordan Love for the Green Bay Packers threw 4 touchdown passes as he took the Packers over the Lions, 31-24. Amon-Ra St. Brown spent most of the game out with maybe what looked like an ankle injury, and they say he's a game-time decision for this week's game.
Oh.
The Lions play the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday Night Football. The 6-5-1 Dallas Cowboys against the 7-5 Detroit Lions. Who do you got in that game?
Lions.
Going for the Lions. And so Dallas is coming off of their Thanksgiving win where they beat Kansas City 31-28. Even with Patrick Mahomes throwing 4 touchdown passes, the Cowboys still had enough to beat the Kansas City Chiefs on Thanksgiving Day. Such a bummer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kansas City is hoping to turn their luck around on Sunday Night Football.
Let's see.
They're 6-6, and they will be playing, I'll show it to you, the Houston Texans, who are 7-5 on the season. Who do you got in that one between the Texans and the Chiefs?
Chiefs.
Going for the Chiefs. Okay. Hopefully they can get to 7-6. Both the Lions and the Chiefs are fighting for a playoff spot, and they're looking to stay in the hunt for that final wild card spot or one of the 2 wild card spots. They got a lot of work to do, don't they?
Yeah, they both have a lot of work to do.
All right. So you went 1-2 actually for your Thanksgiving Day picks, which takes you to 29-33 on the season. The Bengals beat the Ravens on Thursday night to finish the game or finish Thanksgiving Day off.
Let's see what score it was.
Yeah, the Bengals ended up winning 32-14. over the Ravens. The Ravens had 5 turnovers in the game, and Joe Burrow, in his first game back of the season since leaving, I think in week 2 or 3 with turf toe, had 2 touchdown passes, and the Bengals fighting their way back in the standings.
Oh, Dad, I want to talk about one more game. I really saw it.
Oh, okay.
Uncle Andrew told me about this one.
Oh, he did?
Yep, he did.
Which one was it?
It was
Let me try and get back
a team I don't like.
A team you don't like?
That is orange.
Oh, okay.
Let me find it.
This one?
Yep. And with the Bears coming off with the win, the Eagles having their 3rd loss of the season, with the Bears winning 24-15.
That's right. On Friday night, the Bears, led by Caleb Williams, improved to 9-3 on the season. They're the top team in the entire NFC. Beat the Eagles 24-15. Good job, Cillian.
I'm going to talk about these 3 more games.
Let's talk about maybe just these next 2, and then we'll jump into our picks for this week.
And then
I have one more pick for you this week. It actually is about the Bears.
The Browns got a loss over the Niners, 26-8, and then the Jaguars just beat the
That's the Tennessee Titans.
The Tennessee Titans, 25-3.
Yeah, they smoked them, didn't they?
Yeah, they got too many touchdowns.
Too many touchdowns. Okay, so the last game that I have
stop it.
for you picking it is actually about the Bears. This is a really big game this weekend.
Oh yeah!
On Sunday.
Oh yeah!
We've got the 9-3 Bears against the 8-3-1 Packers on Sunday afternoon at 4:25 Eastern time. Who do you got in that one? Bears or Packers?
Bears.
Going for the Bears. The Bears. Very good. All right. So we got 3 picks for the NFL this week. We got Thursday night football, Sunday night football with the Chiefs, and we've got the Bears over the Packers.
On what day?
So
is that Detroit on Saturday night?
No, Detroit plays on Thursday. Chicago and Green Bay play Sunday afternoon, and then Kansas City and Houston play Sunday night. All right, so you want to go to the NHL?
Yeah, I want to talk about these Red Wings.
All right, so we're going to talk about the Red Wings. Last week, we didn't make any picks, but to give kind of an update on how things are going, right now the Red Wings are sitting in 3rd place in the Atlantic Conference, which is...
I hope the Leafs are in the spot that I want them.
Yeah,
they are.
Which is a playoff spot for the Red Wings. So, just to give you an update, we just kind of mentioned that the Red Wings are sitting 3rd in the Atlantic Division, which puts them in a playoff spot. They just beat the Boston Bruins 5-4. They had goals from DeBrincat.
Close.
Yeah, very close game. DeBrincat, Van Riemsdyk, Raymond, Chariot, and Sider. And so they travel... I think they're traveling, to Columbus on Thursday night to play the Columbus Blue Jackets, who are not doing so hot right now in the Eastern Conference. I want to say they're last in the Metropolitan right now with 29 points. So who do you got between the Red Wings and the Blue Jackets?
Blue Jacket and Red Wings.
You got the Red Wings? Okay. All right, so you got the Red Wings. You had also made mention of the Toronto Maple Leafs. You see them there in the standings.
Oh, yeah, that's where I want them.
Yeah, they're way down there in the Atlantic with only 27 points on the season.
It would be better if they're last.
It would be better if they're last. They're in the Eastern Conference right now. They're 3rd from last, with the Florida Panthers being dead last at 25 points, which is pretty crazy, having won the Stanley Cup back-to-back the last 2 years. Right?
Yeah, they won the Stanley Cup. Yeah. Who did they win the Stanley Cup against?
Man, you're really testing me right now.
Aren't they made against the Oilers?
They did it against the Oilers both times. Yep, that's right. So, The next game that I had for you is I have a couple games on Saturday. I think it's Saturday. Oh no, I think they're Thursday as well. I've got the Pittsburgh Penguins traveling to Tampa Bay. Right now, Tampa Bay is first in the Atlantic Division, first in the Eastern Conference. The Pittsburgh Penguins are in the top wild card spot right now after winning 5-1 over the Philadelphia Flyers. Who do you got in that game between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Tampa Bay Lightning?
I don't know who I'm going to pick.
Well, just pick one.
I don't know yet.
Well, which team do you like better, the Penguins or the Lightning?
Flip to the Penguins.
Let's go with the Penguins. Okay. All right. And then, as you had mentioned, Toronto, not doing so hot in the standings. They are traveling to Carolina to play the Hurricanes, who are sitting in the top spot in the Metro. Both teams are on a 2-game win streak right now. Who do you got between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Toronto Maple Leafs?
Carolina.
All right. So that's where we're at in the NHL right now. Do you want to talk about some college basketball?
Yep. Let's flip to Oakland.
Yeah, so right now, Oakland, actually, as we speak, is playing the PFW, which is Purdue Fort Wayne Mastodons.
How many points are they up to?
Let's see if I can find it. Maybe we can just find it in real time right now. Let's see.
They are winning.
I gotta go find them in the Horizon League. This is the start of their Horizon League play. OU is sitting at 3-5 right now. And right now they're beating the Purdue Fort Wayne Mastodons 57-49. There's 16 minutes to go in the second half, which is pretty good.
It's almost over.
Yeah, we still got 16 minutes. So we'll keep working through our podcast and we can go see if we can watch a little bit before the end of the night. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So some of the other games that I had you picking right now, you're sitting at 6-4 in your college basketball picks. I thought we would go to Saturday's games because there are a bunch of Big Ten games.
I want Sparty. Oh, why are they in second now?
Let me show you. So.
They're still in first.
Yep.
The Hoosiers are second. The Wolverines. Yeah, that's where I want USC.
USC? Yeah.
Yep, that's where I want them.
Okay. So I didn't have us pick all of these games. I only had us pick our hometown teams and the top 25 matchups, okay? So I'm going to read these off to you. First up, we have the number 7, who still undefeated, Michigan State Spartans, who beat the UNC Tar Heels on Thanksgiving Day, which is pretty exciting to see.
What was the game?
They host the number 4 Duke Blue Devils. Who do you got in this one between the number 7 Michigan State Spartans against the number 4 Duke Blue Devils, who are sitting at 9-0 on the season right now?
Michigan State.
Going for Michigan State. All right. Our other hometown team, the Michigan Wolverines, the number 3 Michigan Wolverines, who have just been beaten teams up by 30, 40 points. They will be facing the Rutgers Red Scarlet at home. Number 3 Michigan Wolverines or the Rutgers Red Scarlet Knights. Who do you got in that one?
Wolverines.
Wolverines. Okay. Next up, I had the number 14 Illinois Fighting Illini traveling to Nashville, Tennessee to play the number 13 Tennessee Volunteers. They're going to play in the arena where the Nashville Predators play. So you got the Fighting Illini against the Tennessee Volunteers. Who you got in that one?
Fighting Illini.
All right, sticking with the Big Ten. I like it.
Yeah, because they beat USC in basketball one time.
Yeah. Next up is a top 10 matchup. We have the number 10 Iowa State Cyclones traveling to West Lafayette to play the number 1 Purdue Boilermakers. This one here up at the top. Who do you got in that game?
Purdue.
Going with Purdue. And then last but not least, you had kind of made mention of it. We have the number 6 Louisville Cardinals traveling to Indianapolis to face the number 22 Indiana Hoosiers. Who do you got in that one between the Louisville Cardinals and the Indiana Hoosiers?
Hoosiers.
Going with the Hoosiers. You picked all Big Ten teams. I love it. Got to represent the Big Ten, right?
Yeah, I love Big Ten teams.
All right. Well, let's take one more peek and see how or how Oakland's doing in their game right now before we head on over to some college hockey.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's getting closer. Right now, Oakland's winning 58-51 with 15 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in the game.
I think they're going to win.
I hope so. Okay. College hockey. All right, I'm going to take a break from showing you on the computer because college hockey is a little bit trickier to show. But this is a big weekend in college hockey.
Michigan State.
Michigan State. They've dropped down to number 3 in the country after losing 2 games to Wisconsin. But they came back at home over Thanksgiving.
Nice.
And they won 2 games over Colgate, which is a toothpaste, if you ask me. Right? But this weekend, they're facing their rivals, the University of Michigan Wolverines, who are sitting number 1 in the country right now. We've got number 1 versus number 3. On Friday night, they're going to be at Munn Ice Arena in East Lansing, so Michigan State's home. On Saturday night, they're going to be at Yost Ice Arena in Ann Arbor at Michigan's home. So they're going to play twice. Who do you got between Michigan State and Michigan?
Michigan State Spartans.
Michigan State Spartans. Are they gonna win both games?
Yep. So I want both games to be that same score up there.
3-2? 2-3?
Yeah, I want it to be 3-2.
3-2 Michigan State?
No, maybe it's 3-0.
3-0.
Yeah,
okay.
So the Wolverines get 0 goals.
Oh, I would love that.
And Michigan State gets 3 goals.
Oh, that'd be so cool. Okay, next up, we've got the number 4 Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs, where Uncle Henry went for grad school, against the number 7 Western Michigan Broncos. Who do you got in that game? They're going to play Friday night and Saturday night as well.
They're 7 in the country and they're 4th in the country.
That's right.
Western Michigan.
Going with the Broncos.
The Bronkies.
Man. All right.
I call them the Brockies.
You call them the Brockies? Why do you call them the Brockies?
The Bronkies.
Bronkies? Why do you call them that?
Yeah, because they're a Bronco and what's their mascot?
I think it's Rocky.
His name's Rocky?
Yeah, I think it's Rocky the Bronco.
Rocky the Bronco.
All right, so one last game that I have for you is a top 20 matchup.
Ooh.
We've got the number 5 Denver Pioneers against the number 19 Miami of Ohio Redhawks. Who do you like in that one? They play Friday and Saturday as well.
Denver.
You like Denver? Okay, going with the Pioneers. Did you know Oakland's nickname used to be the Pioneers? Yeah. And then actually
the Oakland Pioneers.
We used to be the Oakland Pioneers before we were the Golden Grizzlies. Did you know that?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And one thing that I noticed.
No, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? Yeah. Before we
that they were the Oakland Denver Pioneers.
Not the Denver Pioneers. We were just the Oakland Pioneers. Oakland University Pioneers. Yeah. So one thing that I'm just noticing now is on Friday, Ferris State in hockey travels to face the Minnesota State Mavericks on Friday and Saturday. And on Saturday, Ferris State Bulldogs are hosting the Minnesota State Mavericks in football. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to win in the hockey games too?
Yep.
That'll
Ferris State.
Go Ferris State all around. That would be quite the upset, as Minnesota State is number 13th in the country.
I want to go Michigan State all around.
Okay, yeah, we can definitely do that for sure. All right, let's take a look and see how we're doing.
I'm sad on Michigan State dropped to 3rd.
Are you? All right.
They were doing great first.
Yeah, the first 3 games of the season, they were doing fantastic, weren't they?
Yeah, they were doing fantastic in first.
All right. So, you want to talk about...
just fell down.
They just fell down. 8 straight games of losing, right? Or are you talking about college hockey?
They got 3 wins and 2 losses.
Right, yeah. Yeah, they kind of fell apart against Wisconsin,
but
they're a good team.
They kind of fell apart, but they were staying together. They were doing fantastic, staying together in first.
Yeah, they were.
And the Wolverines were doing bad when they were sitting second.
That's right. Well, after this weekend, it could really shake up the standings.
Maybe Michigan State's first.
Okay.
Again.
Yeah.
And maybe the Wolverines drop down to like here.
Okay.
It's right here.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be better for Michigan State.
Yep. So, I've got a new sport for us. If we want to take a little time to talk about a new sport on the podcast we haven't talked about before. What do you think?
Yep.
You want to talk about F1 racing? Formula 1 racing. This has been something that we watch every once in a while. Who's your favorite? What's your favorite race team in Formula 1 racing?
Ferrari.
You like Ferrari, don't you?
The red car.
You like those red cars, those Ferrari, don't you? Yep.
I
think my favorite, and it's kind of a cop out to say this go around because they're doing so well in the constructors' points, but McLaren I think is my favorite team. The orange cars.
You should pick Red Bull.
Red Bull's fine, but I like McLaren better.
You should have picked Ferrari.
Yeah, but you like Ferrari.
Because they're my hometown team.
Are they your hometown team?
Yep.
All right, well, in F1 racing, this Sunday is the last race of this season. And so I thought we would talk about them a little bit. The race is in Abu Dhabi.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't like Abu Dhabi.
You don't like Abu Dhabi?
Yeah, I don't like that city.
No?
It's too far away from here.
Too far away from here. It is pretty far away from here. And so that's okay that you don't like it.
There's a Dabu track?
This is their track. The race is going to be at 8 a.m. on Sunday.
Ooh.
Lando Norris is going to hope to repeat for McLaren because he won the race there last year. If he wins this race, it would secure the Drivers' Championship for him as he's sitting 12 points ahead of Max Verstappen, who races for Red Bull in the Drivers' standings.
I want Max Verstappen to be second, and I want Red Bull, another guy for Red Bull, to be first.
Okay.
I want 2 red cars to be first.
Okay, so right now your Ferrari cars are sitting in 5th. Charles Leclerc is in 5th with 230 points. And Lewis Hamilton is in 6th with 152 points. Right now, again, as I mentioned, Lando Norris for McLaren is sitting in 1st with 408 points, 12 points ahead of Max Verstappen at 396. Lando's teammate, Oscar Piastri, for McLaren, is sitting at 392 points. So just
what
back
are the
there.
Flags for?
What's that?
The flags.
That's the countries that they're from. So Lando Norris is from England, Max Verstappen's from the Netherlands, Oscar Piastri's.
Where's the USA flag?
I don't think there's a single US driver in F1. Maybe you'll be the first. Would you want to race an F1 car?
Well, you're gonna have to be. I'll have to be sitting on your lap.
On my lap. Yeah. Well, you'd probably have to get older to race an F1 car. You'll have to be 16 and get your driver's license.
Yeah, and then you will have to drive another red car.
Yeah. So right now
you'll be on my team.
Yeah. So So you mentioned that you want Max Verstappen in second and another Red Bull in a different spot. Who do you want to win this race?
Red Bull.
You want Red Bull to win the race?
Yeah.
Okay. And so right now,
I want Lando to be last.
You want Lando Norris to be last? Oh man, that would be tough. If Lando Norris ends up last and Max Verstappen does well, he could certainly still win the Drivers' Championship.
Yeah, I would love him to win the cup.
Yeah, McLaren has definitely won the Constructors' Cup. They have 800 points on the season. Second place is Mercedes with 459 points, which is a long ways away. So F1, lots of fun to watch on a weekend morning, right? Maybe between that and some English Premier League soccer. And we'll have to wait until next season to see how it gets started. But I'm excited to see if Lando Norris can hold on to his championship.
Yeah, let's see how Oakland's doing.
Oh, you want to check on Oakland?
Yeah, check on them.
Would you like to end the podcast so we can go watch the rest of the game?
Yeah, I want to see how they're doing.
Okay, we'll give the fan or the listeners one more update. They're up by 10, 71-61 with 11 minutes to go. You want to go watch?
Yeah.
Okay,
we better get down there quick.
All right, let's sign off with our fans. So listeners, again, thanks so much for listening. Please like, subscribe, and share our podcast with all your family and friends. Share it on your social media. I know I keep saying this. I'm going to get some social media accounts, an email account, all those things. Hopefully I'll get it set up by bull pick time.
Yes, and make sure to get our podcast on every app that you want.
Yes, any podcast listening app that you would like. Please feel free to listen to us, but make sure that you subscribe to us because that helps other people find us. Make sure that you share us as well. Thanks so much for listening, and we will talk to you next week after another good weekend of sports.
Go Chiefs. Go Lions. And go Sparty.
Go Sparty. Beat those stinking Wolverines.